Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Vigili. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, a family pleads for help to find the killers of a Montgomery Village man. Thousands of residents participated in National Night Out throughout the county. And later, some MCPS students play with spaghetti as part of an engineering project. But first, the council's ad hoc committee on liquor control has proposed to privatize liquor sales in the county. That committee worked on a set of proposals to improve how liquor control does business, and they proposed to partially privatize sales. Susan Kennedy has a story.
The council unanimously approved the resolution. It urges the county delegation, the General Assembly, and the governor to allow private businesses to sell wholesale special order beer and wine products in Montgomery County. The resolution also asks that Montgomery County be allowed to institute a wholesale distribution fee. Councilmember Hans Remer says he's pleased with the progress the committee was able to make in crafting these changes that he believes were a long time coming.
What this change will allow our stores and our restaurants to do is go directly to private distributors, which of course operate, all over the country, and they can get then really an unlimited number of products directly from the private sector. So as a result, it'll be easier for the restaurants to offer choices, to constantly shuffle their inventory, to get price deals, and that is what the consumer environment really demands now.
Liquor distribution in the county has been controlled by the Department of Liquor Control since Prohibition. The county's delegation must now submit legislation during the upcoming General Assembly session in January. If it's approved there, it must receive the endorsement of the governor.
It's just kind of a question of whether government can reform itself, whether government can modernize itself, whether we can take a look at what we do and say, this has to change and make a change. And that's what this was about for me.
If the resolution is advanced at the state level, it's hoped it will go into effect here by late 2016. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Cybersecurity is a growing industry across the nation, and officials, along with local business owners, exchanged information about upcoming trends at the annual Cyber Montgomery Forum in Rockville. My MC Media's Alini Barros reports.
In July, educators, business owners, federal, state, and county leaders gathered for the Cyber Montgomery Forum in Rockville to learn and exchange information about the latest news in cybersecurity.
What we see taking place is really a transfer of technology and know-how from the federal government to the commercial space.
So if you are a technology-oriented company, whether you're doing biotech or cyber today, your issues probably revolve around things that we do and care about.
Officials say conversations like this is especially important during a time where cyber threats happen daily. They also say there's a need to push for better laws to protect not only the government, but also every citizen.
I represent so many federal workers. They see what this recent breach, how it affects them, and what the downstream consequences of that are.
On this map, created by the cybersecurity company Norse, it shows cyber attacks occurring by the second. The #1 targeted country is the United States. Delaney says the federal government can do a better job in protecting information.
So we need a real cybersecurity bill that empowers the federal government.
In 2015, the Obama administration released a plan to increase security on federal networks. The president wants more secure technologies and increased training in cybersecurity. Montgomery County is home of 18 federal agencies, and places like the universities at Shady Grove and Montgomery College offer cybersecurity training programs.
There's a shortage of people to take the jobs. Believe it or not, there's thousands of empty jobs in cybersecurity right here in Maryland and even in Montgomery County.
It's more than just about your basic information. It's more about in your account at Home Depot or Target. It's more about the serious challenges that you would face with your automobile, but the very security of our nation as a whole.
For County Report This Week, I'm Alini Barros.
Who doesn't want super fast internet? Well, the tenants at the Silver Spring Innovation Center are the first in the county's business incubators to get Ultra Gig. Executive Ike Liggett launched this wireless fiber initiative as part of Ultra Montgomery, a plan to promote super fast fiber infrastructure for businesses. The concept will also expand free Wi-Fi in public facilities and enable more broadband and telephone service providers to deliver services to businesses with reliable connectivity.
It is a real game changer. Technology, which is such an important piece of our efforts to show that business and technology in Montgomery County, and for all the things that we do to demonstrate that we are the place to be.
Rockville City Police are looking for the vandals who spray painted a message that read "Black Lives Matter" on the Confederate soldier statue outside the red brick courthouse. Montgomery County Executive Ide Leggett says that vandalism is unacceptable.
That's an act of vandalism that I think is inappropriate for Montgomery County, inappropriate for any community, and I detest that. I hope and believe that the police will do an adequate job in finding the perpetrators of this and bring them to full justice, because this is totally unacceptable. I've taken a position that the statute should be moved, and I want to move it, and we're going to aggressively work at that as quickly as possible. But you don't desecrate a statute and dishonor the memories of people by doing those kinds of things. I don't think that it's appropriate to be for the location to be on county property and the location that it's in. And maybe there are some other locations around the county that it can be moved to, and we'll be glad to help facilitate that. But the vandalism is not something that's acceptable.
This week on the county's Spanish language radio show, we had Matt Losak, director of the Montgomery County Renters Alliance, as a guest. He spoke about the pending legislation on county council in response to the recommendations of the tenant work group, which include increased building inspections, ending month-to-month lease surcharges, and implementing a housing data collection process.
Common sense bill. It doesn't have anything controversial in it. It doesn't include anything about rent control. It doesn't include anything about just cause eviction. Those are for another time. These are recommendations that the county executive has already agreed to.
It is expected that County Council will take a vote on this legislation in the fall. For more information on renters' rights, visit rentersalliance.org, or for landlord-tenant affairs, call 311. Coming up on County Report this week, the unsolved murder of a Montgomery Village man brings a call for public help. And thousands of residents celebrated National Night Out with law enforcement officials. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls: 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Don't miss out on the fun at the 67th Annual Montgomery County Agricultural Fair. Celebrate and learn about our local agricultural community and have fun with loads of new entertainment. Hang out with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, brought to you by the Mid-Atlantic Federal Credit Union. Witness the talented Zuzu acrobats featured on America's Got Talent. And watch the car killer tank crush an RV inside the Xfinity Grandstand. Only $10 admission, and kids 11 and under get in free every day. Visit mcagfair.com for more information.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Vigili. A victim's family is begging for help. 2 months after the fatal attack of a Montgomery Village man, police are still looking for suspects, and they need the public's assistance. My MC Media's Cindy Pena reports.
Armed with flyers and going door to door, Montgomery County Police are doing all they can to catch the suspects in the brutal and fatal assault of 60-year-old Bradley Combs, an attack police say was seen by a lot of people.
We do know that this beating was witnessed by at least 20 members of this community. What we do know is we haven't spoken to them yet. No one has come forward to help us put the pieces together of what actually occurred.
Combs was just taking out the trash outside his home on Ridgeline Drive in Montgomery Village on the night of June 12th. It was around 10:40 p.m. Someone, or maybe a few people, beat Combs so badly he died of his injuries in the hospital a few days later.
This picture was taken 2 days before Brady got beat out here in the Montgomery Village.
Bobby Williams was Combs' partner. They lived together and were making plans for their future.
We had planned on getting married in November.
Really? How long have you been together?
22 years.
At this point, Montgomery County police say they do not have a motive for the attack, but Bradley's partner says the reason is crystal clear.
I think because of his sexual orientation. That was my first assumption, but then thinking about it, that was our main reason.
Was this a hate crime? Police won't say. Regardless, Combs' family is trying to heal.
We do forgive the people that hurt our brother because we have to forgive for us to start the healing process.
The driving question is, do we as a community allow for someone, a neighbor, a friend, to be violently assaulted and murdered in our neighborhoods and do nothing about it?
Police are surprised that with so many witnesses, no one has come forward. In desperation, they hope pleas from Combs' family and a $10,000 reward will help. For County Report This Week, I'm Cindy Pena.
Summer is still here, and police continue to warn about keeping it safe during this time of the year. Here's Lucille Bauer from the police department with some additional tips.
When you think of summer, you probably think of taking a vacation, going to the swimming pool, entertaining outside, having a good time. You probably don't immediately think of safety. But that's the goal of the Montgomery County Public Information Office's new Summer of Safety Awareness campaign. There are lots of great fun opportunities in the summer, but there are also lots of hazards this time of year. That's why we have created a single online resource of safety tips and prevention information. You can find it at www.montgomerycountymd.gov/summersafety. There you'll find out how you can subscribe to emailed e-news updates. And you can also see our Twitter feed using hashtag #MocoSafety. We use that to get out this just in, kind of breaking news safety related information. So we hope that you'll get into a summer safety state of mind and share these tips with your friends and family. We want you to enjoy all the good times that summer has to offer, but we hope that you'll play and stay safe.
County residents came out in force to celebrate National Night Out. There were several events held throughout the county. As years passed, Executive Idleggett made the first stop in Olney.
We need your cooperation when we do investigations. We get that all the time in Montgomery County. We're very fortunate to have a great relationship with the public, and events like this just really confirm that we have a beautiful relationship. Day in, day out, we have the trust and confidence of the community, and we have your safety as our primary mission. Thank you all for coming out.
National Night Out serves to forge close ties between residents and law enforcement officials. 16,000 communities across the country hosted block parties, festivals, and cookouts to celebrate the 32nd annual event. Coming up on County Report This Week, Montgomery College announces who will be training its volleyball team. And some MCPS seniors play with spaghetti. We'll tell you what they were trying to accomplish. County Report This Week is coming right back.
Yeah, salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Supporting local food production is good for the environment, the community, your health, and to create a lasting commitment to preserving agricultural land. So consider buying your fruits and veggies at a Montgomery County farmers market. For a list of farmers markets or for more information on growing local, please contact the Montgomery County Department of Economic Development at www.montgomerycountymd.gov/farmersmarkets or call 301-590-2823.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going.
Recycle more now. Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Montgomery College has hired a new volleyball coach to lead its female team. Here's the story from MCTV.
Marie Cornejo Steele brings an impressive volleyball resume with her as she takes over the MC program. She grew up in the sport. Her mom played. Her dad coaches at Holton Arms and runs a volleyball camp. And Marie started playing at 9. At Quince Orchard High School, she played on the varsity all 4 years and was a starter on the '97 state championship team. After graduation, she went on to play in college at D1 George Mason. And after college, she worked in IT for a few years, but found her true calling in 2012 as a coach at Bethesda Chevy Chase High School.
Once I got to coaching, working with the girls, it was so exciting to be in it and to be able to, give them the knowledge that I have, and for them to display it out on the court.
After 3 successful seasons at BCC, she jumped at the MC opportunity, and she begins with a leg up. With her deep roots in local volleyball, she knows most of the returning players from last year's team.
I've seen a lot of them. A lot of them have either come through my dad's camps or we played up against them during the girl season.
But she also knows she has some big shoes to fill.
I do, and I'm up for the challenge. Like I said, knowing these girls, I think it definitely is an advantage that I know how they play. I think the biggest challenge for me, not just only to fill Amir's shoes, but also to get to know the JUCO world. It's different from NCAA, it's different from high school.
And she's looking at this new job as a long-term one.
Something about coaching, especially at this level, that gets me really excited. Like I said, you're no longer teaching all the little technical things that you would teach beginners or even intermediate players. A lot of these girls have been playing for a very long time, so a lot of the times you're going to end up having to just teach strategy and being able to have them, play it out on the court.
For County Report this week from Montgomery College, I'm Michael Brown.
Some MCPS students are doing amazing things with pasta. You probably think they were cooking, right? Well, no. Let's go to Johns Hopkins University campus in Rockville to take a look at an interesting feat of engineering.
This summer, some MCPS high school students are learning about what it's like to work as an engineer in the Engineering Innovations course offered by Johns Hopkins University.
We learned about stuff like mechanical, civil, chemical engineering, which is interesting because we get to kind of figure out what we like and what we don't like.
They are taking remote measurements of buildings. They are building mousetraps. And the most exciting project they do all summer is the Spaghetti Bridge project. They build bridges made out of spaghetti and glue and nothing else.
If we make one of these triangular pieces and put it in here, I guess it won't add that much weight, right?
I think one of the best ways to learn is project-based learning. And we're taking risks. Like, we don't actually really know how the spaghetti is going to hold up.
More than 2,300 students have taken engineering innovations over the last 9 years, and 93% have gone on to study engineering in college.
Kids love to build things, and it's a good way to combine what they learn in class and then take it to real life.
So the goal is to build a bridge using only spaghetti and glue, and to see how much it can hold, how much weight from the center.
Family members joined students on the last day of class for the Spaghetti Bridge strength test. It was a tense and fun process for the students as each bridge eventually collapsed. The strongest bridge, designed from only spaghetti and glue, held 58 pounds.
This is important. This is practical information. So it's good to capture these students at a young age when they're 15, 16, 17 years old and show them that engineering is important and that there is a career path in engineering.
This summer class will empower me in Project Lead the Way to be able to work more efficiently with my peers and be able to actually think outside of the box more than before.
Coming up on County Report this week, the Montgomery County Agricultural Fair is almost here. And forget about going to the theaters to see a movie. Why not enjoy one under the stars in Rockville for free? We'll tell you how. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Swimming can be a great way to stay cool and beat the summer heat. Hi, I'm Gabe Albernaz, Director of the Montgomery County Recreation Department, and I'd like to ask you to be our partner in making this a safe summer. Drowning is a leading cause of accidental deaths in children, but drowning can be avoided. By following a few important rules, we can ensure that our children are safe at the pools. Regardless of swimming ability, children should never be unsupervised, even with lifeguards. There is no substitution for adult supervision. Minimize distractions such as cell phones. Drowning can happen in minutes. If you have to leave the pool for any reason, you need to take your children with you. Inflatable swimming aids such as floaties and noodles are not life safety devices. Do not substitute these for supervision either. By working together, we can make sure we are all safe at the pool this summer.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Let's switch to Energy Star light bulbs and stop burning through cash. Saving energy saves you money.
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 88 children is diagnosed with autism. That's a 1,000% increase in the last 40 years. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. It's movies in the park in Rockville. And as Rockville 11's Alex Cruz tells us, this summertime event is definitely a family affair.
Lights, camera, action. It's movies in the parks time in Rockville. In August, parks all around the city turned into outdoor movie theaters, and dusk marked the beginning of the main attraction.
It's just a blank sheet over there.
Well, what do you think of it? It's going to be a movie up there. What do you think of that?
How would it happen?
They're going to play a movie on there.
How?
That's a good question. I don't really know.
But the great people of Rockville's recreation and parks know how to make big movie magic happen.
My fellow master builders, including but not limited to Superman, Wonder Woman, The Mermaid, Green Ninja, 1980-something Space Guy, Michelangelo, and the 2002 NBA All-Stars. We have learned that Lord business plans to end the world as we know it. There is yet one hope. The special has arisen.
I think I got it, but just in case, tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening.
Movies in the parks began its season with the Lego Movie, which turned out to be quite the crowd pleaser.
I love movies. They are so awesome.
And there are some other family-friendly movies on the roster, too.
That's no Blizzard! That's my sister!
We will be out on the 5th at Falls Grove to see Frozen. We're going to be all dressed up in Frozen. We're ready. We're going to every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. We will be there.
Every summer, Movies in the Park sets up outdoor theaters at some of Rockville's most popular parks, such as Montrose Park, Falls Grove Park, and Woodley Gardens Park. It's a chance for so much more than just movie watching. Kids get a chance to make new friends. And adults, don't worry, you're going to have fun too.
It's a good community investment, and you're showing off different parks, which is also really cool. We've never been to this neighborhood before.
It's nice. It's togetherness, and we are always a family.
So if you missed out this year, make sure to mark it on your calendar for next summer. Be sure to bring your food and lawn chairs to enjoy a night under the stars. For County Report This Week, I'm Alex Cruz.
Residents gathered to celebrate children from the Common Ground program at the Long Branch neighborhood during a pop-up event in Silver Spring. My MC Media's Alini Barros reports.
Every summer, the YMCA Community Center hosts this celebration to honor children who live in the Long Branch neighborhood, one of the poorest communities in Montgomery County. Here, they're part of a free program called Common Ground, where they learn digital art, crafts, and acting.
I'm an American, but I'm more than that. I'm an American, but it's deeper than that. If you could see the way my people carry America on your backs, your people, you ain't know, the hardest working people that laugh to show. El Salvador, Honduras. Viva America!
We've been in this community helping to grow leaders from elementary school all the way through their involvement in the general community.
And every year they have a theme to celebrate their accomplishments.
One year was I'm more than just a number. This year was coming from where I'm from.
I am bigger than the universe. I am more than just a boy. I am because I learned from my parents. I am what's happening right now. I am who I am. I am Miguel Garcia.
Painting, performing, and writing, those are just some of the things that keep children busy here at this community center. The Common Ground program helps more than 30 middle and high school students every summer.
So what we did here is we had to start first with the background, and we had to choose something that showed where we were from.
Besides Common Ground, the YMCA Community Center offers a safe place throughout the year for children to do crafts and after-school activities while parents are at work.
I am who people enjoy being around. I am safer than any safe. I am Jason.
This mom says the program helped her son develop better social skills. Some who have participated in the program return to become mentors to other children.
He's becoming a little more well-rounded. Instead of wanting to stay in the house, in the room, he actually wants to come out.
I was there, so I know what it's like. And now it's like I want them to be able to express themselves and stuff, so that's why I pushed them. Come on, you guys, have fun, and they had fun today.
For County Report This Week, I'm Alini Barros.
The month of August would not be complete without a visit to the annual Montgomery County Agriculture Fair at the fairgrounds in Gaithersburg. The Montgomery County Agriculture Fair is Maryland's leading county fair. The 9-day event showcases entertainment, livestock, rides, food, and exhibits. This is one of the largest single events in the Washington, D.C. area, and the gates will be open August 14th through the 22nd. Visit mcagfair.com for more information. Kathy Stanhope joins us from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center to tell us about what they can offer. Kathy?
Here at Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center, we're having an upcoming rabies clinic, 8 a.m. to 10:30 on a Sunday morning. You can come in, get your shots for your dogs or your cats, which is required by law here in Montgomery County. This is Pom Pom. Pom Pom just had his first rabies shot. He's just 5 months old and he's looking for a home. So give us a call at 240-773-5900 or visit us on the web at Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center.gov for more information about this clinic and others that we have throughout the year.
With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. We're going to leave you with some images from the Wings of Fancy butterfly exhibit at Brookside Gardens. The display runs through October and it is a must-see for all ages. For more information, visit brooksidegardens.org. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.
They eat bananas and watermelon.